The rain hadn't stopped for hours. It fell in sheets, relentless, tapping against the windshield like impatient fingers. I sat inside the parked car across from the house I used to call mine. The same window where she once waved me goodbye was now just a dull reflection, gray, silent, indifferent. 13 years. That's how long it had been since the night she locked me out. Since her laughter, hers and her friends, echoed through the door, muffled by the rain. Let's see how long he can survive in the cold. They thought it was a joke, a harmless prank, something to giggle about over wine and warm blankets. I remember standing barefoot on the porch, drenched, waiting for the door to open again. It never did. The next morning, I was gone. Now, the lights inside flickered one by one. I saw her silhouette. Older, slower, her posture folded under years of something she probably called regret. My phone buzzed once on the passenger seat. 215 missed calls, all from her. It started 3 months ago, when a mutual acquaintance, one of her old friends, sent me a message. "She's asking about you again," she wrote. "Keeps saying she didn't mean it that night." I didn't respond. But I couldn't stop thinking about it. Not the apology, no, that was meaningless. What consumed me was why now? 13 years too late. What triggered her sudden interest? I searched her name online. She had remarried once, divorced twice, no children. Her social media was curated emptiness. Quotes about forgiveness, sunsets, coffee mugs, loneliness disguised as wisdom. One photo caught me off guard. Her with 2 of her old friends, the same ones who'd locked me out with her that night. All smiles, holding glasses. Caption, "Rainy nights and old memories." I stared at that picture for a long time. Old memories. I wondered if they laughed about me again that night. The man who vanished? The one who never came back to explain himself? I began watching her, not obsessively, but methodically. Patterns, routines, absences. She worked late, always came home alone. The lights went off at 11:37 p.m. exactly, every night. She lived quietly now, maybe even guiltily. I wasn't looking for revenge yet. I was looking for understanding. Sometimes I thought about what broke me that night. It wasn't the cold or the humiliation. It was the realization that she didn't open the door because she didn't want to. That she enjoyed it. The way people enjoy control. In my head, I replayed it. Her smile through the glass. Her hand on the doorknob, pretending to twist it. The muffled laughter behind her. I wondered if she remembered my face as I turned away. I gathered pieces, records, names, addresses. I found one of her friends, Kara, the one who had dared me to be a man and stop begging. She was gone now, heart failure at 43. The second friend, Lena, still alive, runs a counseling center, of all things, helping women heal from emotional trauma. Poetic. I visited once, anonymously, watched her walk to her car. She didn't recognize me. Time is merciless that way. Each night I wrote their names in a small notebook, crossing them out one by one, not as a hit list, but as an inventory of unburdening. Then, one day, she called. Unknown number. I let it ring out. Again, and again. 215 times. She finally reached me through a voicemail. Her voice trembled, fragile, unsure. "If you're out there, please. I didn't mean it. I thought you'd come back. We looked for you. I waited for years. Please, if you can hear this, I'm sorry." A lie dressed as confession. Because I remembered clearly, when I left, I saw her car parked 2 blocks down the next morning. She was inside, with someone else, smiling, dry, safe. I had knocked for hours. She had watched from a distance. The rain that night hadn't just soaked me, it baptized me into who I became. So I decided to answer her call. I didn't speak at first, just silence. Then I said, "Do you still lock your doors when it rains?" Her breath caught. "Who is this?" You know who. A pause, a sob, then the same old excuse, I didn't mean it. But this time, I didn't hang up. I let her hear her own heartbeat through the phone. Let the weight of silence remind her that sometimes people don't come back. She wanted to meet. I chose the same house, same porch, same night. The forecast promised rain. When she opened the door and saw me, she froze. For a moment, she didn't breathe. Her lips parted, but no sound came out. I looked at her, really looked. The woman who had once laughed as I begged for warmth. Time had been cruel to her, not just in age, but in spirit. You could see it, the erosion of someone who had spent too long pretending to be forgiven. "You're alive," she whispered. "Unfortunately for you," I replied. She cried, asked me to come inside, said she'd explain everything. I stepped closer. The rain poured harder. "I don't need explanations," I said, "just closure." She reached out to touch my hand. I stepped back. Her eyes widened as I placed something in her palm. A single, rusted key. The key she'd taken from me that night. I watched realization dawn on her face, horror flickering beneath her tears. "I kept it," I said, "all these years. Thought I'd return it when I finally stopped waiting for you to open the door." And then I turned, walked away as she called my name over and over until the rain swallowed her voice. They say time heals. It doesn't. It just teaches you to stop bleeding in public. I don't hate her anymore. Hatred requires care, attention. I simply removed her from the equation of my existence. As I walked down the street, her cries faded behind me, merging with the storm. My phone buzzed again. Another call. I watched the screen light up. Her name glowed briefly. Then I pressed delete. This time, I didn't wait for the rain to stop. Because some doors, once closed, should never open again. She thought she'd locked me out that night. She never realized I was the one who left.